What's good, everybody? How you guys doing today? Check in with me. Say hello in the comments. Drop some hearts. Let me know you guys are here. So, first off, I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful day to start to this wonderful week. I wanted to check in with you guys live from the Windy City, Chi-Town. And I'm going to go outside in a minute, but I wanted to talk to you guys first before I went outside so you guys could hear me. It is truly, truly windy today. Shouts out to everybody I know from the Chi, from Chicago. And we are, this is the other side of trucking. I don't want to say the ugly side, but this is the other side of trucking, right? You see so many videos of people enjoying being on the road, living out of the truck, you know, getting the chance to see all these beautiful cities and visit these beautiful landscapes and do, you know, run this haul and this freight. But the other side of trucking that you don't see is waiting for live unloading. You know, for those who don't know, unloading and live unloading essentially means when you have to use your trailer to have your freight loaded onto your trailer, and then also when you drop that freight at the facility, a person, a forklift driver or a logistics warehouse worker has to unload that freight, right? So with drivers, time is money, and especially with team drivers like myself and T, time is money because our truck doesn't stop moving, right? We can run a total of 140 hours without having to do a 34-hour reset per DOT laws. So for us, time is money. But making sure, and you can't make sure, things are going to happen, especially in the trucking industry. And today is a prime example of that. I'm going to go outside and show you guys a video of what's going on because it is crazy. And let me show you guys a little bit right now. So this is what we currently dealing with right here. O'Hare, the airport is right here, and this is where we are currently. T is back there sleeping because he usually drives around this time, but we've been here for over 6 hours, right? We booked this load. We self-dispatched our own load. We got this load early this morning, and we got here right when we booked the load. So we booked it early this morning around 10 or 11 after we dropped our last load here in the Chicago area. And then we were told to go ahead, once we dispatched this load, we booked it, to come on over here and wait. And it shouldn't be a long unload. It shouldn't be a long live and or it shouldn't be a long, I can't talk today, y'all. It shouldn't be a long load, meaning it shouldn't take them long to load our trailer. Everything is already here, everything's in place, came straight off the plane, and we're going to be taking this down to the South Carolina area. So we should be in and out, right? That's where we should be, right? That's the case. Let me go outside and show you guys what's going on. And mind you, it is windy out here, all right? So let me give you guys a sneak peek. So mind you, I told you we've been in line for the past 6 hours waiting to get loaded. Look at this now. Look at the situation. Let me go on the other side. So these are the truckers that are behind us, right? This is what's in front of us. Look at this. Now, these drivers on the left-hand side just got here, right? So they thinking they're going to be able to skip the line, skip all these people. They got another thing coming. I'll show you guys from this side. Look at this. Look at this. And this is us. We've been here now for 6 hours. Look at the truckers that have come behind us. And look in front. We still haven't even gotten to the main entrance, guys. And once we get there, they still have to assign us a dock for us to get the freight loaded, the auto parts that we're going to be taking. So drivers are starting to get angry. They're starting to get impatient. They're trying to skip. Like, we have been in line over here. The left-hand side, these drivers are just pulling up, trying to skip the line. I'm telling you, drivers get crazy, especially when people start doing stuff like this. You got security guard out here trying to watch and monitor, do line control. And then behind me, you still got all these trucks, and it wraps all the way around, guys, all the way around. So when I tell you, this is the other side of trucking. This is the side that people don't talk about. This is the side that you rarely see, because the industry has exploded, especially people are starting to get, the industry is starting to grow, especially with logistics booming since the pandemic. There are more trucks on the road. There are more warehouses being open. I don't know if you guys ever noticed. Just pay attention to when you're driving in your cities or even outside the city. There are a lot more warehouses going up. So this problem right here is going to continue to occur in the coming year. So I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse into, the life and the things that we go through as truckers, making sure we get detention pay for being here, because technically you shouldn't be waiting no more than 2 to 3 hours for a load before you can be, requesting detention pay for your time for having to sit, because time is money. And great thing is we're working with a company that's going to be paying us that detention pay. But aside from that, understanding that this industry is just like any other industry, especially for those who are working in the experiential marketing industry. Things change at a moment's notice. You got to be able to adjust accordingly. You got to be able to still stay professional, because you are operating in our case, we are owner operators, so we are representing ourselves as business entities, and we got to make sure that we are delivering the freight on time, that we are communicating with the dispatch and anybody else that we're working with, that we are clearly letting them know what's going on and expectations as far as compensation is concerned for having to wait, because Tia and I didn't come here expecting to have to wait 6 hours and counting. We are still going to have to wait. So we probably won't get out of here till late tonight, which we're going to miss Chicago traffic, but still, we got 12 hours ahead of us. We could have been down the road by now. So these are things that, from a trucking standpoint, that people often don't don't show you behind the scenes, things that go on, especially when you have drivers and you have loads. Thank God we had not booked a load after this to pick up tomorrow, because we would have missed our load and missed that money. So you have to keep that in mind, but outside of just working in the trucking and the logistics arena, making sure, even in experiential marketing, that you are not putting yourself in a position where things like this could happen. Not like this, I'm sorry, but instances where you may have to cancel an opportunity. You may have to adjust accordingly based on the situation or the things that may be going on at an event site or prior to the event even starting. So make sure that you're communicating in any industry. Make sure you're communicating in a timely manner with anybody, account managers, dispatchers, the companies that you're working for. Make sure that you're letting them know, any issues that you're having while you're in the field, or in our case, while we're out here as CDL-A owner operators, while we're waiting to pick up our freight. But time is money in any industry, right? And you don't want to be in a position where you are feeling like you're wasting your time, you're not getting compensated accordingly. And also, I can't stress this enough, just making sure that you put the necessary precautions in place, whether that be your vehicle, whether that be a event, that you take the time to make sure that you understand the numbers and what you're going to be getting compensated, and make sure that it makes sense based on what your expectations are from a financial standpoint. If you don't work for a certain minimum, or if you won't run a load for a certain CPM, cents per mile, make sure you stick to your guns and fight for that pay. But also keep in mind, when instances like this happen, requesting higher pay and making sure that you are compensated accordingly is essential. So I'm hoping we are like 4 trucks ahead. Keep looking at this truck. If I look at this truck in front of me one more time, but we are like 4 trucks are in front of us to getting to the front gate, and then from there we still have to wait to be assigned the dock that we'll be going to have the freight loaded to head down to South Carolina. So it's going to be a long night for us, but I definitely wanted to show you guys this, to show you the things that you go through as truckers, as freight owners, because it's not always easy. It's not always as cut and dry as just picking up a load and driving from city to city. There are things that happen, and you got to be able to adjust accordingly, whether you are a driver or an experiential marketing professional. So on that note, I'm going to get off of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be checking in with you guys later on this week. All right, bye.